Many families' financial situation has worsened over the past year, and that doesn't stop just because it's Black Friday or the start of the holiday shopping season. And so people are going to be more mindful in terms of how much they spend and where they put those dollars.
3 in 10 Canadians expect to spend less on gifts this holiday season, according to recent polling.
I paid $20 for a tiny little bag of grapes. The other day, I paid $5 for 2 apples. 2 apples was $5 at the grocery store. I just saw a carton of eggs for $10. Like, what? I don't understand it. Like, I don't know what's happening with our country, but it is rapidly declining. The cost of living is astronomical, and the federal government is absolutely crushing the middle class.
How many more videos and the struggles of angry and depressed Canadians would it take to put an end to this economic mess? But what's causing the most worry is that Christmas, the holiday that most Canadians were looking forward to, seems like it will be a letdown. Due to the economic downturn, many can't give gifts to their loved ones, aren't able to take that holiday vacation, and can't even enjoy quality time at home with good food. The inflation horror continues. The cost of living crisis has greatly increased, and to make matters worse, this Christmas in Canada is shaping up to be anything but cheerful. In today's video, we will tell you why the not-so-holly-jolly Christmas is in store for Canada. No surprise, Christmas was the holiday that most Canadians were eagerly anticipating. This year's holiday season might appear different from previous years. Government-mandated restrictions on gatherings seem to be a distant memory, allowing Canadians to reunite with family and friends for joyful celebrations, featuring more food on the table and snacks from convenience stores. However, despite these changes, many Canadian consumers anticipate economic challenges affecting their plans. According to a survey, Canadians plan to spend an average of $1,400 during the 2023 holiday season. This is an 11% decrease from the 2022 forecast of around $1,500 and nearly a 27% drop from the 2021 forecast of $1,800. What's even more surprising is that Canadian spending habits are expected to shift due to disappointment in the Liberal government and the so-called Canadian dream. During the first quarter of 2023, a study found that most holiday shoppers plan to spend over $50 on their celebrations. About a third of shoppers intended to spend between $50 and $100 per holiday throughout the year, except on Christmas when 78% of shoppers said they plan to spend more than $100. Despite government officials dismissing this study as propaganda, the reality has set in. Canadians can't afford decent gifts this Christmas season. Even if they try to do so for the sake of festive cheer, they might have to cut back on basic necessities in the following months. In the vast Canadian landscape, families can no longer travel together during the holidays due to unaffordable travel plans. It's disheartening that a hardworking Canadian who looked forward to that December holiday break now finds it nearly impossible. How does a father explain to his child that, thanks to the economic mess, he can't afford to go out for travel? According to an Ipsos survey, while 1 in 4 Canadians plans on going away this winter, 50% of that group said they are spending less on holiday travel this year. This poses a challenge to the fundamental rights of Canadians, life and liberty. How can Christmas be truly celebrated without the ability to exchange gifts or spend quality time with loved ones? Consider a family of 4 grappling with increasing prices and housing costs persisting in Canada for many months. How can they arrange a gathering for their relatives? How can a child invite friends over to their house? And even if they manage to do so, they might find themselves navigating economic difficulties elsewhere, perhaps while cutting back on shopping or forgoing another luxury. Does the Trudeau government comprehend the implications of their actions? Speaking of the Trudeau government, let's acknowledge that the crisis of Canadians struggling financially this Christmas was already brewing. It was like a ticking time bomb on the verge of exploding, and indeed it did. Consider inflation, a significant factor forcing Canadians to change their holiday shopping behaviors. Everywhere you turn, retailers are gearing up for the festive season. However, for many shoppers, holiday sales bring along concerns about higher food prices that surpass inflation, leaving less money available at the year's end for gift giving. Food plays a central role in holiday celebrations across the country, whether it's preparing meals at home or ordering food to enjoy. The increased demand for food during the holidays is inevitable, but Statistics Canada reported that grocery prices still rose by 5.8% in October. While some may attribute this to the Russia-Ukraine Ukraine war or global inflation, deep down it's widely understood that the inflationary impact on Canadians is a result of the current government's incompetent policies. In addition to inflation, another looming concern impacting Canadian wallets was the issue of housing and rents. It's quite disheartening to realize that securing a roof over one's head has become an incredibly challenging task. Throughout the year, the average Canadian grapples with a housing dilemma, only to confront the harsh reality that a significant portion of their income has been dedicated to rents and housing, leaving little room for decent gifts or a substantial expenditure during Christmas and the holidays. For instance, consider the average asking price for a rental unit in Canada, which surged to $2,200 last month, marking a 9.9% year-over-year increase. Vancouver in particular stands out as having the highest rents in the country. Is this the Christmas gift that the government has bestowed upon its people? Is this what some refer to as the social contract that all Canadians aspire to? Sadly, it's like hell on earth. But even if Canadians opt for local outings to enjoy a nice meal at a restaurant or a charming venue, the government has a new challenge for them: escalating fuel prices. So before turning on the car engine, many Canadians this Christmas might find themselves thinking whether it's wiser to spend their time at home rather than shelling out too much on gas. In fact, according to GasBuddy, a gas price indicator, British Columbia has the highest gas price at around 190 cents per liter, closely followed by Nova Scotia at 186 cents per liter. Filling up the tank now feels like a luxury reserved for the elite, as many Canadians can't even entertain the thought of such luxury. Rising prices of fuel and rent also have a negative impact on businesses as well. Some may think that higher prices means higher profit margins for businesses, but that's not usually the case, especially for small businesses. As the price of rent, transportation, and energy continue to rise, it forces businesses to shell out more of their hard-earned money to keep their doors open. This has a domino effect that leads to higher prices for goods and services that businesses sell, as increased prices are needed to cover the retailer's operating costs. As the prices of just about everything continues to climb, it forces consumers to cut back on holiday spending, and it puts further pressure on businesses. This festive period is a significant shopping season that retailers heavily depend on for robust sales. However, if there are fewer shoppers or they're spending less, it will have a detrimental impact on Canadian businesses. The situation becomes a lose-lose scenario with repercussions for both consumers and businesses. On one side, Canadians miss out on the joy of giving during the holiday season due to financial constraints. On the other side, businesses face a slump in revenue, potentially leading to financial challenges, staff layoffs, or even closures for smaller enterprises. Massive layoffs are another untimely gift for Canadians, all thanks to the policies of the current government. Christmas is a time where people should be joyful and enjoying the company of family and friends, but with the way things are headed, it seems that more and more Canadians will be concerned if they will have enough money to pay their bills or if their job will still be there. This is a crisis that's affecting many lives in Canada. Hard luck seems to have cast its shadow over this once beautiful country, a nation where inexpensive travel was a reality, the word affordability echoed, and most importantly, families celebrated Christmas with full force, sharing gifts and cherishing the principles of life, liberty, and equality. However, thanks to the government and its policies, from immigration to reckless government spending, Canada appears to be overwhelmed, a land now leaning towards the elite and the powerful. The common Canadian finds it increasingly challenging to give gifts to their loved ones or embark on a journey to a festive destination for Christmas. While Canadians may exchange Merry Christmas greetings this holiday season, deep down their hearts may harbor worries about how to strike a balance between holiday spending and ensuring there's something left in their wallets to survive the following months. If you like this video and want to learn more about Canada's economy, check out this video here. And if this video brought value to you, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing the video. Thanks for watching.